Everybody, the July Wine of the Month Club is here. 1 white, 2 reds. Super interesting wines that we've been really excited to kind of like put into the club. We bought them months ago, and finally they're all 3 of them are here. One's a Pinot, one's a Cab, one's a Chardonnay. This is classic Americana at its best as we go into the deep part of the summer, 4th of July. Obviously Labor Day if you decide to hold them for there, but very classic wines that go extremely well with 2 core things: shellfish and light seafood-based and fish salads and just fish itself, or barbecue. A ton of people are going to make burgers, fries, make hot dogs and steak, and all 3 of these wines bring the thunder. I'm thrilled to bring them to you for July. Probably the wine I'm most excited about, to be frank, is the Almarosa Chardonnay, El Jabali Vineyard, Santa Rita Hills. This is a $28 wine. Richard Sanford has been making great wines for a long time in the region. 91 points wine enthusiast, and really just a classic Chardonnay that I'm excited for a lot of you to try. When I think about how many of you are buying the Rombauers of the world and things of that nature, it excites me to kind of introduce you to new wines that bring that flavor profile. Great golden color, like a golden pear. Let's give it a sniffy sniff. Beautiful fresh ocean mixed in with a little hint of gooseberry, little undertone of baked apple, much more than just, let's say, apple, and a hint of pear, peach, and other white fruit. On the palate, gotta drive in a minute. On the palate, well structured, great balance of stony white fruit, star fruit. Star fruit on the palate, great long finish, a little hint of smokiness, not as creamy and as buttery as Rombauer, a little more white Burgundian. You know, if you're a Ravenot Chablis fan and dropping $50 to $80 a bottle on those kind of wines, for the people that are more into the white Burgundian style, you'll see that classic flavor profile with that depth of creme underneath. You need a body feel, a mouth feel, to really allow you to see wines that go with that crushed up oyster shell and that apple pear. When you go into white wine category where it's not over oaked or over buttered, what you're looking for is mouthfeel. Does it have the viscosity? Is it thick on the palate? And this wine is that. Oily, rich, dense, to me an explosive Chardonnay rivaling most $40 to $60 white Burgundy efforts, and a kind of wine that I actually think is a little bit better than the enthusiast sees it. To me, if this was old Wine Library TV, this would be a 92-point wine. Let's move on. Chehalem, 2013, 3 Vineyards Pinot Noir. This wine rolls in between $25 and $32 a bottle across the country, 91 points Wine Spectator. Again, a Pinot Noir from Oregon, the region that is most exciting most people in the U.S. right now about Pinot. Beautiful red ruby color. You can see your fingers through it, so it's a nice light Pinot on the coloring profile. Let's see what the power on the nose and the palate bring. I mean, this, you know, the thing that for me, and it'll be fun if you're tasting along with me here, the thing for me about Pinot Noir is the aromatics. I can smell the crap out of Pinot Noir. I could just sit and smell it for 20 minutes before I even start drinking it. This has a almost like rustic, gamey, fowl-like nose to it. Think beef jerky, think pickles, think quail, think like just gaminess. Beautiful. Hints of like dark cherry. Aromatically, this is a monster. Let's give it a whirl. Must look funny on the video. Raspberries, cherries, beautiful red fruit. Wonderful mid-palate transition. Thing that catches my attention on this wine is starts with like bright red fruit, cherry, strawberries, a little rose petal, then has this beautiful like bacon fat, tight, tannic, tobacco, gamey wild boar stew type of thing going on, and then finishes elegant and smooth. Just a well-made Pinot Noir. drinks beautifully now. It's got a little chill to it, so it's nice, perfect for the summer. And I think for a lot of people that find rosé to be a little too light, that a Pinot with this kind of medium body is a great alternative for somebody who's like, look, 4 or 5 of my friends are having rosé, but I like red better. Let me pop this Pinot and just drink it straight, maybe with a little cheese, maybe with a little vegetables. Really, really well-made Pinot Noir, super strong. I can see a lot of you loving it. And finally, the Esser Monterey 2014 Cabernet. This wine rolls in at about 18 bucks. And there's a cab I'm excited about. Esser is a winery that's been on the rise for about a decade now, really starting to rival the Simmies, the Joshes, the Decoys of the world, kind of that beautiful like $15 to $20 price range. Joel Gott's. Wonderful chocolate raspberry on the nose. This smells like dessert on the nose. Very simply put, this is like chocolate covered red fruit, you know, chocolate covered cherries and strawberries. Very common. That's what you're seeing here. Let's give it a whirl. It's so delicious. The fruit is so sweet that I can even see some people feeling like for a Cabernet it's too sweet for them. So for people that are in the delicious business, like you just love delicious, this wine's gonna blow your face off. For people who are looking for a little bit more of the structure and the classic style, you're gonna look back at some of the other Cabernets I've sent you and say, well, that was bigger, more complex. Think of it as like Breaking Up Men. Like some of the other cabs were more like dark and handsome and mysterious. It's just like a fun, awesome dude. It depends on your personality trait that you're looking for. But this wine just extrudes just massive fruit, beautiful chocolate, long finish, 90 points tastings.com. I think they're in the right range. And to me, a wine that's 18 to 20 bucks in most markets, I think we're 14 and change. To me, that's the kind of wine that most people are looking for. This is the kind of wine, and with screw tops, you just screw them out, 4 or 5 bottles after banging out a bunch of burgers and hot dogs. You've got your buddies over, your neighbors have come over. It's simple, you don't have to think. It's not too complex and heavy for the summertime. This is summertime, Fresh Prince style pack of 3 wines that are gonna blow your face off. The Almarosa is the one that if you're going to a fancy dinner and you're in the mood for a full bronzino or a salmon, or after you taste it, I think a lot of you, the hardest core of you that are big Duvesset, Ravenot, or just like real Chablis-based wine drinkers, I think you're gonna be blown away by its effort. I'm really excited about this month. Kind of easy, exciting, fun to go back to volume 3 wines after last month's 1 wine. By the way, so many emails on the Barolo. I know some people have been upset because they've tried to buy more and for $100 a bottle. Listen, the wine club's here for a reason. Steals, 55 bucks and free shipping. Tough to get wines like this at those kind of prices. I hope you enjoy this month. Please hit me up on social media. Let me know how they go. I'm especially enthusiastic to see your guys' 2 cents on this. And I want to see a picture from one of you of 8 bottles of this just laying there and saying burgers, hot dogs, summertime.